She playing games over here, y'all. We back. It's Nolo and
T.
Okay.
Put my own little spin.
I ain't mad at it, baby.
T.
Baby, I ain't mad at it. Hey, look, man. We back with the undisputed best storyteller in the game, best narrator on the market, best cocaine user on the internet.
No.
I don't know, between him and Theo Von, we got some good coke legends on here feeding us good comedy, okay? All right. This is not happening. Joey Diaz does heroin. This is not happening series. Y'all did send us a couple of people. Y'all sent us one other person to do. We are going to get to those. But I am doing all of Joey Diaz. I think he has 9 of them. So we going to be doing all of these. Hopefully they can go up clean. Hopefully I can get him to go up clean like the last one. All right, so this is Joey Diaz does heroin. You ready, baby?
Let's go.
Do you pronounce it heroin or heroin?
Heroin.
Heroin. Let us know how y'all pronounce it. Let's rock.
Crazy night. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend and yours, Mr. Joey Diaz, everybody.
One more time for Ari to putting this together. We're all messed up, you know. Like half of the motherfuckers in here have been all fucked up, all right? And some.
I'm sorry.
Just let it play.
I'm gonna just leave it alone to Lisa. Lisa got a little inside joke about my boy, man.
You know, like half of the motherfuckers in here have been all fucked up, all right? And something's always fucking us up. For me, it was 30 years of just drugs. And no fucking JK here. We got down, bitch. All right, so when he called me up and he's like, hey, I want you to do the story, I did like, I got high, right? I smoked a joint, right? And I made like a drug tombstone, right? Like acid, 79 to like 85. And then I did like Quaaludes, 80 to 87, and, THC crystal. And then I did blow for a long time. Towards the end, in 2005, I was fucked up. And I really wanted to quit. I wanted to quit at the 25-year mark. You follow me? But I just...
Wait.
Then I did like Quaaludes.
Wait, he's naming all the years?
Yeah, from...
periods he was doing the drugs?
Yeah.
I did like, I got high, right? I smoked a joint, right? And I made like a drug tombstone, right? Like acid, 79 to like 85. And then I did like Quaaludes, 80 to 87, and, THC crystal. And then I did blow for a long time. Towards the end, in 2005, I was fucked up. And I really wanted to quit. I wanted to quit at the 25-year mark. You follow me? But I couldn't do it. Like, once I hit that centennial, I had to fucking do something. But I had too much pride to go to a rehab. There was a rehab on Hollywood Boulevard next to Robeck. I went down there for like a week under an alias. But then they started snooping around. I had to get the fuck out of there, right? In the old days, you could push an alias like a motherfucker. After 9/11, it's tough out there for a pimp, you know? So fuck it. They started, Jose what? Fuck you, motherfucker. It's fucking anonymous. What's with the questions, cocksucker? So, I'd done heroin before, right? Like when I was like 17, I stole this thing with Didi Quintero, this little fucking crazy Cuban kid. We stole like this thing where you put dishes in. It was brand new. The people left it in front of the people's houses. Me and Didi picked it up and walked 5 blocks to Gunter Brown's house. If you ask me again, I'll knock you down, right? This fucking guy, he was like the neighborhood loan shark. Like if you stole something, he'd buy it from you. So I go over there and I'm like, I want to sell you this. He's like, you drop it off and come back in 2 hours. He looked like Tony Iommi, the guitar player from Black Sabbath. And he always entered the door with a robe with his underwear showing like the fucking dude in Boogie Nights. He was creepy, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to take a chance with this motherfucker, right? So he goes, come back in 2 hours. I go in there, we're rocking, we're talking shit, right? He goes, I got you $60. So he's like, hang out, man. I want to do business and hang out with you. You seem like a cool dude. So I'm sitting there. He's like, you want to do some heroin? At the time, I had done everything, right? Like, coke. I had done like Tumanols. I had done like THC crystal, a.k.a. Gorilla Biscuits, a.k.a. fucking elephant tranquilizers. So I'm like, fuck it, if you want. At this time, I was a fucked up kid, I had no direction. I said, fuck it, I'll do the heroin, right? And I did this gag with this white Chinese fucking heroin. I heard like Chinese music and I'll do the heroin. Fuck it, if you want.
That motherfucker said, well, like, that's no direction. Fuck it, let's do it. I see what it's doing to my people. I don't care.
At this time, I was a fucked up kid, I had no direction. I said, fuck it, I'll do the heroin, right? And I did this gagger, this white Chinese fucking heroin. I heard like Chinese music in the background. Ding, ding, diggity, ding. Ding, ding, diggity, ding. I do this thing, and all of a sudden, it's like the fucking room starts spinning, and I gotta puke, and I puke, and I pass out, and I think I'm dead. But I heard like No Quarter by Jimmy Page, the live shit, live from the Garden. And that's how I knew I was alive. So I got up on my hands and knees and I sat with the puke on my face and fucking Jimmy was blasting. At the 5-minute mark, if you listen to that, the song remains the same. Fucking Jimmy Page drops it like a fucking soldier. Especially when you're on heroin. You get the tingles up and down your back, right? And it was on. I felt that heroin, the warmth from God. Like, that's what it is. Your balls are warm, you want to come, but it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to come, but fuck it. It wouldn't be good enough as the warmth you're feeling in your body, my ears. And I could see all these, like, I wasn't hallucinating, but it was so warm. I was feeling like I seen every woman that I ever seen in my life and made contact with. Not sex. I was too young for that. Like, I seen the lunch lady there, Mrs. Sabatino. I seen the lady who gave me birth. You follow me? Who smacked me in the ass.
Yo, this is crazy because this is how a couple of my friends describe ecstasy. But I think ecstasy has heroin in it. Y'all let me know. I know some folks who use heroin out there. A little ecstasy too. Let us know if the feelings are similar.
Make contact with, not sex. I was too young for that. Like, I seen the lunch lady there, Mrs. Sabatino. I seen the lady who gave me birth, you follow me, who smacked me in the ass. I seen the fucking nun who I tackled in the 4th grade. I seen all these bitches in this fucking dream. I seen my mother. Then I seen like the Virgin Mary, and that's when I knew I was fucked up. And she was stripping like she was dancing to No Quarter. And that's fucked up right there, right? And I had already made my confirmation. I was fucked up right there. I was fractured as a Catholic already at that age, right? So that was it. When I woke up from that shit, I go, I'll never do heroin again. But I'm lying. I did it again in the halfway house in '94, right? And I did it in New York one time at a gay bar up on the 3rd floor, Ramrod. That's what you do when you're up there. Fuck it. You gotta take a chance. Columbus did, right? You gotta do heroin at a gay bar. Fuck it. That's how you know and shit. You over there dancing, looking at the gay dudes and shit. Driving them fucking bananas and shit. Anyway. So it's 2005. I'm living in Hollywood and I'm doing a fucking gram of blow a night sometimes. That was like a bad night. By 8 o'clock every night, I'd be watching TV and I get this pain in my fucking soul. And my bones would hurt. I couldn't hear the TV. Like, I wanted to watch something on TV and I couldn't. And I get in my car and I take the ATM. I lived on Schrader and I go all the way to Sunset and fucking Hollywood Rouse. Rock and Roll Rouse is an ATM right there. And I swear to my fucking mother's grave, I wouldn't stop for a red light. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I parked right in front of it, put my hazard lights on, fucking like a doctor. I run without a handicap sticker. I don't give a fuck. I take out $60 and right there I called a drug dealer. I had a couple of them. The Armenian only came on the weekends. The black guy was there every night, and the Mexican motherfucker was there like 4 nights a week. It depended on what shift he was working. So I knew all their shifts and shit. So I would go buy a gram, go home, do it in the fucking garage, go upstairs.
Wait, baby. I tried to not laugh. He's so right. Why is it those little moments like you like, man, I'm gonna park right here. Fuck that shit. Fuck these folks. The cops can't touch me. I'm going into Walgreens. I'm not parking over there to walk. I'm parking right here. Fuck that shit. That's how it be. And you know it, but we got a handicap sticker, but same. Prior to.
Make believe I was shitting and jerk off in the bathroom and look out the fucking window. That was the extent of my fucking addiction at the time. Then at 2 o'clock when it'd wear off, I'd call another drug dealer and so they wouldn't know my addiction, right? Now, was I gonna go to a fucking rehab? Fuck no. So I'm talking to a buddy of mine one day. After 9/11, he moved back to Newark. I go, so you living with your mother? He's like 40-something. I go, so do you still do heroin? He goes like, fuck yeah, every night. He goes, I cop down in Newark. I cop $7 bags of heroin. I go, send me a couple. Now, you ever have a conversation with somebody? And then you just try to be cool. You're like, yeah, count me in. Wrong fucking dude, right? About a week later, I go to my mailbox and it's like in Crayola writing, Like Joey, Coco, he spelled Coco wrong with 2 K's and shit. Diaz, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? No return address, right? I take it upstairs, I open it, and there they are, 3 little fucking bags of H. White, that Chinese shit that the terrorists are bringing in like a motherfucker by the dayload with a picture of Obama on it, balls ass naked, smoking a joint and shit, with a white chick licking his fucking nuts like a doctor, right? So I'm like, fuck it. So I'm doing the blow every night, so this Monday night, I go, fuck it, tonight's a different night. I'm doing like a little line of this H. And what I would do, I was fucking crazy. My girlfriend's great. She don't get high, so I would trick her. I go, you gotta go to bed, dog. You gotta get 8 hours. You're at that age. You need every fucking day. Don't worry about me. I'm a fucking comedian. This is what I do. You gotta go to bed right now. While all this is going on, there was a cat population growing in my backyard. And I had already adopted 3 of these little motherfuckers, right? And then the problem was they had the mama who was a dirty whore, and then they had 2 big cats that were slinging dick like, they had the Siamese, I call them the samurai. He had big black balls, and he was Siamese. I'm not kidding you. When he'd walk all fucked up. Like this guy fucking meant it. Never talked to me, 9 years. Never took a lobster, nothing. He was a soldier. He just stared me down. Fuck you, bitch. You ain't buying my fucking love, cocksucker, all right? Then there was a black and white one who was a big cat, and they were both fucking mamas. So she kept having kittens, and then they would kill the kittens so she would stop ovulating and get back to fucking. This is how serious these motherfucking cats were, right? Now, how did I learn about this? I did some reading on the internet. When you're doing coke, you stay up late night, and you do investigating. You follow me? So she had the kittens, and they were beautiful. There were 3 Siamese kittens, and there's 1 black and white dirty motherfucker, right? But the 3 Siameses, there's 2 girls and a boy, DJ. DJ was the best little cat in the world. They lived outside, and I'd step out my backyard, and I go, DJ, and he'd come fucking running like a superhero. And the 2 little girls would come, and then that super bad, this little black and white would come, and they would all hang out around me. But super bad, the black and white one would take DJ and take him up trees and shit, and take him off the territory, would take him on Selma by the YMCA, and I have to get Superbad going, one of these days I'm gonna fucking kill you, cocksucker, right? And I caught myself, even though I love the cats, I would never put a hit on a cat, but in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill this little fucking cat, right? I'm serious. And I love cats, don't get me wrong, but you know those cats that just get on your last fucking nerve, and you don't know how to do it, but you love animals too much, so you know you're just bullshitting yourself. So I'm like, one day he's just gonna get hit by a truck or something. Fuck him, that little cocksucker. Don't hang with him no more, DJ. And I was just waiting to bring DJ upstairs, and I had a chick that was gonna take the 2 Siameses and then fuck Superbad. I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen to Superbad, right? So my addiction's getting worse and worse. And one night I get home, my wife is fucking, at the time she was my girlfriend, she's crying. And she's like, the fucking cat's outside, they're gonna die. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So we got the 2 girls, we brought them to the vet, and she adopted them out through Petco. And then I go, what are you gonna do with Superbad, that fucking mutt, and DJ, my baby? And she goes, well, I'm gonna bring him up. And I go, leave Superbad outside. Just leave him the fuck outside. That's how much I hated Superbad. So I go out one night, and my rule was, people, this is how fucked up in my addicted mind. My rule was never to do coke in the house, because it was bad luck. I would always do it in the car, so by the time I got upstairs, I had a shit, and I'd run into the bathroom and hide. You follow me? That was the fucking plan. I had a plan. I was an organized cocaine type of motherfucker, right? So this night, something happened. I had to go to the bathroom. I didn't have time. I ran upstairs. And when I got upstairs, my wife goes, in the bathroom, the 2 cats are in the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom, and I do the coke, and I'm looking at the both of them. I'm like, I don't even know why she fucking brought you up here. And I go back outside, and I do the coke, and I probably got some more. I don't know the whole fucking story. And I went to bed. And when I got up, my wife woke me up in the middle of the night. She goes, hey, I just want to tell you that fucking DJ died. And that was the Siamese I was going to adopt, right? And when she said it, guys, I fucking knew it was the coke. I fucking knew it. And I just said, do me a favor, close the door. And I cried a little bit, and I put my sleep apnea mask on first. Then I went to fucking bed, right? And yeah, whatever, sleep apnea, whatever the fuck it is. I'm a fat dude, right? And then, so I'm laying there thinking, I finished my crying. I go, you know what? That little cat died because I brought the coke upstairs. Even if I fucking hate Superbad, that motherfucker's not gonna die up here, because that's even more bad luck. So I went in there, I got on my hands and knees like a Catholic fucking soldier, and I said, God, if you save these fucking cats, this Superbad who I can't stand, I'll never do coke again. And I like winked at him, like, right, whatever. I said, God, don't let this motherfucker die. And I promise you, and like the first day I had the shitters, but every day I would go in the bathroom and he'd live. Like by the 4th day, I was ready to fucking shoot myself. I was ready just to shoot him and end it. I would go in there like, die. Don't you feel like dying yet? It's over. You don't want to live. It's fucking terrible. Things are tough out there. Trust me. That was 7 years ago, and I haven't done blow. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how close I am with this filthy motherfucker that I love. Because if you go to my house and you look at my cats, and you look at him, you're like, He's like Marilyn on the Munsters. You follow what I'm saying, kid? I got good-looking Siameses, and he's like black and white, and he got a little head and shit, but he's fearless. But I'll tell you how much that dude knew I made a promise for him, because at night, my other cats are cool, but they ain't that fucking cool. But at night, when I go into my bedroom, I take my slippers off, I put my sleep apnea mask on, I put the fan on, and I lay down, and I pick the blanket up, and I go, Superbad. And wherever the fuck this motherfucker is, you hear like, boom, you hear him hit the door, and he jumps next to me, and I put the blanket over him, and that's the end of the fucking night. He's still there, cocksuckers. Stay black. Thank Ari Shaffir one more time. Mr. Derek tonight.
Stay black. Yeah. Hey. Man, that's a good-ass story, man. Even though it involved H and Coke. Shouts out to Superbad. I want to see his ugly-ass cat. I want to see that ugly-ass cat,
He might have
Joey.
a picture of him.
Yeah, he
somewhere.
might. You're right. I'm going to go to his IG. It might be there. I think that's like number 3 we've done. Maybe number 4. I can't remember. For Joey Diaz, this is not happening. His stories like this. Let me make sure we ain't missed nothing. Hold on. Huh? No? Okay. Please like, comment, share. We will be finishing the Joey Diaz This Is Not Happening series. I hope this one goes up clean. If it goes up clean, it's lit. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We out.
Peace.